About to talk about something very important, something that will inspire you. Now, let me take you back a little bit. So in 2020, when the year began, we all didn't know. Then all of a sudden, we just started hearing COVID-19, coronavirus here and there. Then on the 13th of March, we recorded our first 2 cases in this country. Panic ran through the whole country. Everybody started getting alarmed. And then the president announced that there will be a partial lockdown in Accra, Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi metropolitan areas. And that started on the 30th of March. Thereafter, Ghana turned upside down and things have not been the same ever again. A lot of businesses shut down. Many people have lost their businesses as well. So many people are unemployed at the moment. Even students came home and stayed for over a year. And when it was time to go back, many of them didn't even want to go back because they had found other livelihoods elsewhere. I mean, we went on the streets, spoke to some of them, and they said, listen, we are doing menial jobs and we are making money, so we don't even see why we should go back to school. But you sitting home watching me right now, yes, I know it's been tough. You have been sitting home, you have applied for jobs elsewhere, but it's just not happening. There's no money in your pocket. Industries have been hit. Hospitality industry has been hit, resorts, even our musicians, they have really felt the heat in this coronavirus moment. And in these times, your best partner that you can have is insurance. Insurance has always been an integral part of planning your future, but even so now, it is very important because yes, we need a partner to be able to sail through what we have all now come to know as the new normal. There's a best friend for you out there, and this morning they are just here to tell you to be inspired by the future because the future looks so bright. We may even need sunglasses to be able to look at the future this morning. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Old Mutual Insurance, and they are embarking, or they have embarked on a very special campaign that is inspiring all of you out there. And this morning they're just here to throw more light on it so we know exactly what this Be Inspired by the Future campaign is all about. And this morning, my very good friend, Rita Boateng, she's a little upset with me, but I'll give her a few kisses and we'll be fine. Rita Boateng, she's head of marketing and operations at Old Mutual Ghana. And then she came with Emma Okanse. She's head of distribution at Old Mutual. And our very own Kamido is in the house this morning as well. He is the influencer for the Be Inspired by the Future campaign by Old Mutual. Did I run too fast or I'm okay?
Okay.
It was okay? Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You came to sit in for us, and when was it? It was one of the holidays.
Yeah.
You came to do Newday.
And I had a lot of fun.
And I was super impressed. I was super impressed.
Yeah.
My best part was when you did the cocktail out there.
Yeah.
You see, I was watching you.
Yeah, you're watching. Thank
you so much for coming through for us that day. Thank you so much. Ladies, how's the year been?
It's been good. I think it's been better than last year.
Fantastic.
So I think things are getting back to normal now. So it's been good, yeah.
And we're getting inspired by the future, right?
Yes.
Emma, I love your shirt. Why did you plan it? So the color green is for Old Mutual.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
So you start for greener pastures.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the future is looking bright.
Very bright.
That explains it.
Yeah, very positive.
I see that.
Brand.
I see that. Emma, now for those of us who don't know so much about Old Mutual, would you want to introduce your company to us and probably just tell us about some of the products that you offer?
Okay. Good morning.
Morning.
I think I would leave that to Rita.
Oh, Rita will do that
yes.
one. Okay, all right. Okay,
So
Rita.
I'll go into who Old Mutual is, and then Emma will come in and talk about our products that we offer.
Great.
So Old Mutual is an insurance and asset management company that has been around for over 176 years. Strong heritage. We started in South Africa, and over the years we've moved into 13 countries in Africa. We do insurance and then asset management and what we usually call pensions. Our purpose for the brand is really to be a certain friend in uncertain times.
Okay.
A certain friend in uncertain times.
I love that one.
Yes,
Like these times that we are in.
Exactly, a certain friend. And over the past 176 years, Old Mutual has consistently been that the certain friend in uncertain times. And if you look at the happenings of the past year, a lot of people are frustrated. People think the future doesn't hold anything for them. But we have been through it. 176 years, a strong heritage. We've been through it. We've seen it all. We were around during the last pandemic, so that should tell you that we know that the future will certainly be bright. And we want to tell Ghanaians, use this new campaign, which is Be Inspired by the Future, to tell Ghanaians that all is not lost. We know how it's done, and we believe that there is, light at the end of the tunnel. So they should all be inspired. Nothing spoiled. We would all enjoy the growth
that's
that is going to come.
Nothing spoiled.
Yeah, nothing spoiled at all. Nothing spoiled.
Right. Now, so just a little bit about some of the products that you have. What types of insurance do you have available right now?
Okay. So Rita rightly said, get inspired. We are getting inspired, and we want our customers to get inspired as well. Okay. So we have both corporate and retail products. Now, with the corporate, we have something for associations, we have for corporate institutions, and we have for unions as well. Okay. So what we do is to say, as you being an employee of TV3, for instance, or Media General, there should be a comprehensive insurance coverage for you.
I can get that.
You can.
My whole being standing here.
Exactly.
I can insure my cookie tea brand.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
fabulous.
Media General would have to take an insurance package for you.
Okay.
So whilst you are at work or you are home, you are adequately covered. Now what that means is if you are permanently disabled, there's an amount that will be paid. That's a lump sum that will be paid to you. When you are temporarily disabled as well, there's an amount that will be paid to you. And when touch wood you pass on as well, there's an amount that will be paid to your beneficiary. We have couched this to actually support corporate institutions. What we do is we help them not to mess up their budgets. So, you know, every company has their budget from the onset or during at the beginning of their financial year. So if you have such a thing in place, you wouldn't go back to mess up your budget because these things do not actually inform you that they are going to happen, but they do happen. So as a responsible business, you need to put these things in place for your employees. So once it happens, I mean, there's an amount that you can fall on for your employees. As a responsible business, you need to take care or have the welfare of your employees at heart. And these are some of the things you can do just to motivate your employees. Apart from salary, what else can motivate you to come to work? You should be safe or have be confident to say, if something happens to me when I'm at work, my family, my dependents will be duly compensated. That's on the corporate side. Now on the retail side, we at Old Mutual say, we want to work with you. We want to be your lifetime financial partner. So at childbirth, what do? We have something that your parents can also fall on to cater for your education. In Ghana and elsewhere, education is key. We realized that if our parents had something of that sort for us, some of our colleagues who dropped out of school wouldn't have dropped out anyway. They would have still in school and accomplished their dreams. So we have educator policy for them. We also have something we call the special investment plan. Now with a special investment plan, so you being here, if you have a plan to say, I want to further my education, I want to get married, the guys over here, if you want to get married in the future, you can also set a plan to say, okay, I want to get married in the next 5 years or 2 years or 3 years. So let me start preparing, let me start investing towards that. So this particular product is a risk and then savings feature, embedded together. So whilst you're saving, you still have some kind of risk cover. So assuming you fall off, touch you to fall off, there's an amount that will be paid to it, and it's a lump sum. We also have the transition. Cookie tea, by the time I leave this place, I think I'll have to sign you on.
Please do.
I hope you have both parents alive.
Unfortunately, it's just one that's alive.
That's fine. You can still cover them. The issue is, you talk about transition insurance and people go like, hey, I don't want to die. I don't want my parents to die. But we need to understand that
it's inevitable.
Exactly. So we need to embrace it and rather prepare towards it. Prepare towards it in the sense that when it happens, you don't fall on anyone for loan or assistance to give your beloved a befitting burial. In Ghana, it's something that we really appreciate. It's part of our culture. Exactly. So once you're able to give your loved one a befitting burial, it means you love that particular person. And that is what our culture says to us. So you need to financially be prepared towards that. So you can buy a financial, a transition policy to cover yourself. You can also buy a transition policy to cover your spouse in case you're married. You can also buy transition policy to cover your parents and your parents-in-laws. Now, the interesting aspect is, if you're not married and you buy that transition policy now, when you get married, you can always put your husband on.
Oh, you can.
The same thing applies to the educator policy. It's something I omitted. You don't need to have a child to buy educator policy. I want you to buy one. I don't know if you have kids.
The way you're doing me, it's just like you're me.
Yes, I just have to. I just want to pick on you today.
But yeah, that would be fantastic for my future children.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So you don't need
Right.
to have children to buy educator policy. You need to prepare even before they come.
The children come.
And one other thing I want to advise our people is, look, elsewhere, people have become billionaires because of insurance. Why can't we do that in Ghana?
Okay.
We need to change the mindset.
Right.
We need to reboot to say, we are copying things from the Western world. Why can't we also take this particular thing, which would rather change, would I say, our family trend from poverty to somebody becoming rich? Because people lose their parents and they become rich overnight. I'm not saying we should go kill our parents, certainly no. But the thing is, we need an adequate plan.
Right.
So these are some of the products that we're currently selling too.
Okay.
We are not selling, but we are actually giving them solution to their problems.
Okay. Now, when I was told that Camido is the influencer that you selected for this Be Inspired by the Future campaign, I was very happy because he's one of my favorites in the industry. And Camido, I'm sure you can attest to the fact that you musicians are a group that this pandemic has really, really hit. I mean, from 2020, there have been no shows, especially outside. You haven't been on the music stage and all that. How happy are you about this partnership with Old Mutual?
Thank you, Cookie. I'm very happy about this, you know, especially me. Like, I always use myself as an example because in 2020, I think in March, I was on tour. I went for like a show.
I remember you in London.
In London.
Yeah.
And then I like went on a media tour and it was going so well. Like, I was meeting like very important personalities and all of that. Then I think I was about to meet somebody very important also. Then they said because of Corona, all the offices are being closed down and all of that. Then I realized that the tour had to be cut down.
Yeah.
I had to change my flights,
Right.
come back into a lockdown situation and all of that. It was really tough for me, you know, to just like move from this to this, you know. So it took me some time to really, really like, you know,
Get back on your feet.
Restart
Yeah.
like my system and tell myself that, look, I need to just believe that things will turn around. Like, this will not be like situations will not be like this forever. It's really been tough, I'm not gonna lie. So when I got these call to be a part of this, I was really happy because what I did was to come back home after the 14-day quarantine. I came back home and my manager would sit me down and talk to me, listen, like, it's not gonna be, because I was really upset because I was like, the tour was just like, you know,
I can imagine it was kicking things off for you.
Yes,
yeah.
like meeting people,
Right.
you know, so I was just being placed from like, you know,
You were
left and
recording
right.
your videos outside and all that had to
all
stop.
of that, everything had to stop.
Right.
So when George called me and started talking to me, like making me understand that, look, things will turn around for sure. And then we had to put the energy into recording an EP, you know, and I realized that my mindset started changing.
Fantastic.
Do you understand? So this like relates to me, like be inspired by the future. And now here I am, I'm about to drop my album, you know, so I feel like it's very important for my colleagues and other people,
Right.
you know, other people out there to also tap into this energy, be inspired by the future, know that things are really not going to be this hard in the near future.
So it will change, eh?
You know, things are going to change.
Right.
You know, positive direction.
Congratulations to you on this big one.
Yeah,
Is there a
yeah.
special song that you have cooked for this campaign?
Yeah, definitely.
You wanna let us in into it?
Yeah, I can do
Okay,
something.
do a
you
little
know.
something and let's just check it out.
All right,
First
go
time I play here, right?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
I say
yeah.
that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, let's roll and
Do
let's
an
hear
acapella.
it. Yeah, just do an acapella.
Yeah, it goes like this. I know it no easy for you. Times no be normal. I see you trying so hard to achieve the things you dream about. But don't you give up, no. It go be for you. Old Mutual is here. Oh, together I promise impossible go be possible. We just wanna see the beautiful smile on your face. Anything it takes for your dreams to come alive. Ooh, it go be with you. We won't back down. Yo, you should check it out actually. Like,
Charlie, the feeling
it's
is
a
mutual.
beautiful
It is
piece.
mutual. It is mutual. It is mutual.
Yeah.
Thank you
Apologies for
so
my voice.
much. No, it's okay. We
Yeah.
understand. It's a little husky this morning.
Yeah, very.
But yeah, we get it. We
very.
get it. We get it. We get it. Rita and Emma, thank you so much for coming. Do you have any last words before we go?
Yes,
All right.
I want to say for this particular campaign, we know that people are going through a lot out there, but we are positive about the future, just like Amido has said, and just like Emma said, we have solutions that are tailor-made to help Ghanaians actually go through this. And because we need dedicated attention at this time, we've dedicated 2 lines to this campaign. So if you want to reach us or inquire about how we can support you to be positive about the future and achieve your financial dreams, you can contact us on 050-157-9204, 050-157-9204, or 050-599-073, 050-599-073. We are on standby for that call that we can partner with you to change your future and make sure that we stay positive about what the future holds for you. Thank you.
The future really is indeed bright. Emma, you don't have anything to add, right? I
have something to
add.
Mine has to do with systems that you have also put in place. 2 years ago, what we did was to set up a fully fledged telesales unit. We also had the call center and the retention unit as well. So when we also launched a product 2 years ago where we were selling it via WhatsApp. The main idea was to reduce the human face-to-face interactions. Now, I think a year down the line, that was when we had the pandemic situation. So Old Mutual was actually able to navigate its way through because we already have the systems in place. And getting to our customers wasn't a challenge at all. So I think being proactive was one of the things that actually helped us. And I would say join the train. Like Rita said, join the train. We have more exciting things for you. If you're an already existing customer and you want to contact us, you can also contact us on 030-7600. And let's bear in mind that elsewhere, people have become billionaires overnight. That's what I want to leave you with.
All right. So the future is looking bright. You must be inspired. And this morning, Emma Okanse, she's head of distribution, Old Mutual Ghana. And then Rita Boateng, head of marketing and operations, also at Old Mutual Ghana. And they came with their newest influencer for the Be Inspired by the Future campaign, Kamido. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'll come and do my insurance for my babies, for my brand and everything.
Everything.
Exactly.